What can you do to support somebody who's having a mental health crisis? Um, I was thinking the other day, I made a list of people I know, and I know this may sound odd, but everybody is touched by things like suicide. If you sit down and think about the people that you know, have known in your life that maybe died by suicide, you might be surprised how many people you know. On my list, I might not have known these people personally, some of them. I did know several of them personally. But the people I know that are local to me or my family or in my community, there were 16 of them. Since I was a kid, I remember people that in my neighborhood that died by suicide. I remember some adults that died by suicide in my neighborhood. I remember some very young children that died in my community up here in Standish. Some young adults, people that went to school with my kids. That's a lot of people. 16 people that I know of. Anyhow, some of the things that I did, I learned how to try to support, my son in our family, was if he had something going on and he was concerned about something, I would just kind of pay attention and say, if you just wait a minute, we'll take a ride and see, I'll take you wherever you need to go, and we could just check something out and see if you're looking for somebody, you're worried about somebody, we'll go see if we can find them, just to ease his mind. Whatever I could do to ease his mind, that's what I did. And just try to be present all the time. Pay attention. Look for cues. Don't let your radar down. If you know somebody is struggling, you can usually see it in their eyes. You can usually see it. They might be pacing back and forth. Might be spending a lot of time by themselves in their room. They might tell you that they just don't want to be around anymore. They're a burden. They feel like they're a big disappointment. A lot of the illness comes out in negative responses. So I guess you kind of have to get a grip on things really fast to be the best support that you can. And I found that at first I was trying to problem solve. So I'd be like, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? You like try to get them to, please, you have to take your medicine. I don't want you to drink. If you're going to be staying at a house, I don't want you to drink while you're taking medicine. I don't want you being out all hours of the night. And then after a while, you realize you can't control somebody totally. All you can do is try to be the best listener that you can. And you will learn more about that person the more that they trust you. And if you don't try to have an agenda, offer advice, you can't do that. You just can't do that with somebody. If they want to talk about something, don't shut up. Don't tell them to stop talking. Let them talk. It's hard to listen to sometimes. It's very, very hard. My son admitted to me that he had struggled with he had thoughts many times about suicide. And I'm really glad he told me that, because I had no idea that he had been feeling like that for a while. I tried to be there for him. I just tried to be present for him all the time. And I'm really glad that I was able to do that. I just wish that I was able to stop him from doing what ultimately he would do, but you can't be everywhere at any time. You can distract somebody. You can distract them by, hey, you want to play a game of cribbage? You want to play a game of cards? You want to talk? Or sit down? Want to tell a story? Or you want to do something? Want to watch TV? Want to watch a TV show? Want to go for a ride? Want to go to the beach? That's the kind of stuff you do. You just distract people. And so the best thing to do is just to learn to listen and that person they will talk to you. I'm really glad he talked to me. My son talked to me all the time. So just try to get you sleep and try to take care of yourself too. It's not always easy because you just listen for things. You're always kind of on alert, you know. I didn't want my son to drink while he was here, and it's just like I couldn't prevent him from doing that, you know. What I did do though, I did try to do things like I didn't leave my keys hanging around. I would hide my keys because I knew that if he was making a decision where he might not be really kind of know what's going on, he might take my car in the middle of the night, and I might not know where my car is the next day because things like that have happened. So you have to be vigilant. It's like having a young child that just has all this wisdom and they have all these things they know how to do, but you can't leave things hanging around that are gonna get you. You try to keep the person as safe as you can while they're in your home, and try to be respectful and also give them room to be independent if they can be independent. And that's all. That's what worked for us, and don't have any regrets about that. I do have, sometimes I'm kind of hard on myself because I think things over and over again. I wish I was a better listener sometimes. I wasn't always the better listener. It took me a while to learn all that stuff because it doesn't come easy. Anyways, this is what you got to remember. It's love, love, love. Remember that? Love, 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 love. See? Love, 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 love. So, if you just can love somebody and listen, you're going to learn a lot from your kids. That goes for all kids. Doesn't mean whether they have mental illness or not. You have to learn to love them and to listen to them because you can't control them. They're going to do what they're going to do, and you can't scare them, tell them things that might happen. You have to just let them live their lives and let them fly sometimes. And they're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. We made mistakes. They weren't always good ones either. So, just love your family. And love you guys too. Hang in there. I'm going crazy with this pandemic. I'll be glad when it's over. I feel like I'm trapped. Anyways, take care, everybody. Bye now.